At Infinite Time Attack today, got the 18. Aiden's come up as a surprise to give me a hand. He's absolute champion. Chris has just put the gearbox back in the BMW, so he'll be racing with us down at Collie. And then we've got the old Warhorse ready to go. We really want to test out that sump on it, see if that's working. We might play around with the rear wing, flatten that out, and just see what it does. Just a bit of testing. There's no stress with these Infinite Time Attacks. They're pretty cruisy, heaps of people, bit of track time, and the weather is absolutely glorious. So yeah. So we've got the old GoPro in the car, so we'll check out a few laps and see how it goes for time attack. Lines weren't completely horrible, just having a not quite onto at moments, and running out on sort of orange tyres. Insert more excuses there. had first 2 sessions. First session had it a bit too overfull with oil, so I filled up the catch can, sprayed oil on the window, and I had a bit of an off, so came back in. Second session, car was just really weird. I don't know if it's the track or the car. Only got a 62 out of it. Sort of just weird. Don't really know what's going on. It's really weird under brakes, real vague, no real feedback. Like there's air in the system, but the pedal's fine. Pedal pressure's no drama at all. So I don't know if I've cooked a pad or don't know. I've thrown a bit more bias to the front. See if that's it. I've softened the front of the shocks again. So what we did is we chucked the shocks up to medium, and yeah, maybe that was that, giving it a bit of a vague feel in the front. Other than that, car felt pretty good. The run felt pretty good. Bit of traffic, but I expected a bit better. We've also flattened the wing out on the back. I haven't tried that before, so just see if it does anything. Give it a crack. that, like it's a big alley splitter. Yeah. So yeah, you've got very big stick to turn one. You can see the truck stop probably out there to get the tow truck in and do the job for them, so a little bit embarrassing. But no, the manifold's pissing. I was just trying way too hard, so it's got like no boost.
So the lap before, you went in 7 and it was locked.
Yeah, and I got the brake bias all the way front.
Oh.
I got no front brakes.
And then yeah, that one you just went like that. I was like, oh, and then it just caught and straight through.
No, I tried to give it a clutch kick. Wow.
You couldn't just be happy with the 61.
No, I had to keep pushing. All right. Well, had another 2 runs. I thought I'd go back to back and try it really hot. The brakes gave up on me. Well, didn't give up on me. I just had a bit of pad knock off, didn't correct it, got into the brakes real heavy into turn 7, over rotated and ran off the track and smashed the guard and the splitter and the side skirt and everything. So got the annoying boost leak back again, so manifold's leaking again, so I've got to pull it off and really go over it, make sure it's not cracked or anything like that. So yeah, that really sucks. I don't have to do that again. Same thing as last time. So yeah, that really sucks, Chris. But on a plus note, Chris's gearbox is back in, so Chris will be racing Collie, which is awesome. Yeah, so bit of time to chillax, had a night on it. Up super early this morning, well not super early, the kids got up at 6 o'clock, had breakfast with them, on the way to the track now. Judging for D1WA today, so kind of a good way to take my mind off the race car for a bit. Yesterday was just super weird, I wasn't on my game, car was a little bit iffy, as you know, I talked about in the video. No one thing, the front was a little bit doughy, there was a little bit wooden under brakes, just like no feel, like it had air in the system, but the pedal was great, you know what I mean? So kind of just a bit woody, like it maybe cooked the front pads. You'll see in the second session of a big lock up on the rears coming into turn 7. We flattened the rear wing out, softened the front, that made it feel a bit better. The rear wing made it a lot sketchier over 4 and 5, so you'll see in one of the videos I've got a big fucking whoopsie over 5, but that really wasn't the reason for me underperforming, just was having an off day. Whether the front tyres are now gone, you know, they're 4 events old now, 3 events old, so maybe I just, you know, run out of the front, could be it. But the crashing at turn 7 at the end of the day, that was just my own fault. I went out for the 3rd session, car still wasn't 100%, but did a suite of 61s in a row, so I was pretty confident. Came straight back into the pits to go straight back out for another one. Did a melter at on the button, and yeah, it went well. 61 came out. Brandon in the black Skyline let me through on Cat. Tried to put down a storming lap coming over the hill. Didn't really give the brakes that extra assurance tap after I changed into 5th that I normally do. When I went to get onto the brakes into 7, just didn't really get the nose down, didn't get the car to transfer the weight onto the front. So when I really got onto the brakes and downshifted into 3rd, had another bit of a lock up in the rear and over rotated the car. Tried to give it a bit of a jam on the gas to pull it around. That got me a bit straighter, but still, you know, it's too late then. I was going into the sand. That sand had just been milled at turn 7, so it was nice and soft and high. And my own fault. Got bogged pretty deep. You'll see in the video the recovery vehicle pretty much just gets stuck trying to pull me out. That's life. I feel sorry for all the guys that stuffed up their last session. It's kind of my own fault. It wasn't the car, it wasn't the track, it was just me driving like a bit of a spud. I just overdrove myself trying to get another 60, you know, trying to get the car consistently to that. But you've got to have every lap, you've got to have that 10th second on every corner to really pull off a really quick time there. And it being such a short lap, that's the challenge I want to ruin. I really like that. Disappointing for everyone who helped me out to go for a run today, and disappointing Collie next weekend. All that work on the manifold, we've cracked the collector anyway, and that was probably me on the button. So I've got to get that fixed this week. New splitter, new front bar, new side skirt, bit of fiberglass work on the guard, and just don't have the time this week to get all that done. I'm flat out. I've got a really young family, so I'm going to put them first. So yeah, it means we are not sure how we go for Collie. I'll get the manifold off this afternoon and see if I can get that dropped off on Monday and go from there. But yeah, judging drifting today, this is going to be awesome. Turn 7, really cool layout. Judging with Kurt and Richard, so this will be super fun. D1WA puts on a stellar show, and yeah, really looking forward to it. But just kind of bummed, but stoked at the same time. We're the fastest lap on the day for time attack, so that's what counts. We won, which is really cool. And yeah, just keep on trucking. I'm keen to keep recording all this sort of stuff, so I can kind of remind myself that we are doing it. We're out there, you know, having a go. So when my kids get older, they can look at it and go, "Oh yeah, Dad wasn't such a lemon." But yeah, if you like what I'm doing, make sure you message me and tell me. And if you think I could do anything better or try something different with the car, let me know. I'm really keen to try the different shocks Chris from Shockworks has got coming for it. Because I really think there is a 59 in that car without putting more turbo, more power into it. I really think we're onto something there. After all that self-reflection, good mate Ducky's offered me his Civic to drive for the Collie round. Really keen on the Civic. It's something I really like. I just want to make sure I'm really into it before I commit. Problem is, it's an improved production car, so although it's a lower spec car than a floor pan sports sedan, the committee wouldn't allow me to drive it for the Collie event, because they've already set the precedent that they don't want cars on Yokohama's driving. They already haven't let Ado drive in the 86, and they didn't want me to drive in the Civic. I was kind of annoyed at first because originally they said yes, and then they said no. I guess they checked the forecast and realised that car's an absolute weapon in the wet and didn't want to get beaten by a lower spec car, which is kind of sad. But regardless, onwards and upwards. The next time attack's on the 2nd of September, and going to be out at that, so I'm really looking forward to that, and just really keen to get back out there. So thanks heaps.